What's going on, guys? Today Apple held the WWDC Worldwide Developer Conference in California, and they announced a few things, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, first up, CEO Tim Cook was on the stage as always, talking about the history of WWDC. It's celebrating the 25 years. They started in 1990, I believe he said, and there are over 9 million registered Apple developers. There is more developers there than there has ever been at any of the other conferences. He went on and discussed the previous versions of Mavericks, OS X, and iOS. So starting with OS X Mavericks, it has had over 40 million copies installed. Craig Federighi came out to talk more about the OS X update, and the predictions were correct, and the banners kind of showed it. It will be called OS X YOSEMITE, or Yosemite, however you say it. I thought it was called YOSEMITE, but they were saying Yosemite, so I don't know. Correct me in the comments, I guess. Anyway, it's going to be a new interface, new enhancements to current apps. The new interface will look very similar to that of the iPhone. All the apps will be changing design, just like it is on the iPhone. There will be now new transparency and a new dark mode, so displays won't be too bright. And as you scroll your Safari or whatever up, you can see the background images throughout the page like you can kind of on the iPhone. The notifications have been improved as well. It gives you the day at a glance like the iPhone does. It gives you your weather, your stocks, and what you have planned to do that day. It also tells you what apps you currently downloaded on your other devices. Now, Spotlight has got a huge new interface. A large new search bar pops up when you click that little magnifying glass, and it'll pop up at the middle of the screen, and you can now search for more things like movie times, restaurants, and it will bring up the internet, it'll bring up a map, and it'll bring all kinds of different things up. You can also open up an app by just typing in a few letters, and that app will pop up. He showed a demo, and it looks very nice and very smooth and really responsive. Now, a new thing called iCloud Drive is going to come out. It's going to allow you to store data from iOS and Mac devices, so you can share more throughout the devices. Now, Mail was improved as well. It's faster and more reliable. It'll actually tell you, be current like your phone and not be behind like mine has been before. A new feature called Mail Drop will allow you to send larger videos and pictures than before. I think they said up to 5 gigabytes. It'll send an encrypted file for them to click on a link, and it'll show them the picture or the video that you've sent without any problem. This works with Windows and everything. Safari now gives you more space for content. The favorite bar is gone. However, when you click that search bar to start typing a website, your favorites pop up and they are easily accessible. Apple announced Community. This is for better syncing of the Mac and iOS, I guess. AirDrop is now compatible with the Mac and iOS. Like I just said, you can share more things and it'll be more responsive. A new feature called Handoff will allow you to instantly continue work from an iPhone, Mac, or an iPad and let you get back to right where you left off. So if you start something on your iPhone and you want to finish it on the Mac, it'll automatically pop up once you go to your Mac, click on it. Everything will be right there where you left it. Same with email, anything like that. It'll be right there on the iPad or iMac or Mac. You can also now use your iPhone as a hotspot for your Mac or your iPad. So if you have your phone and you're on the 3G or 4G, whatever, and you need to finish something on your computer or your iPad, you can use your phone and it will automatically connect without you touching anything. iMessage on the Mac has been improved. Now you can receive and reply to users without iPhones, and this works on the iPad as well. So that is great. You can now send SMSs to people who have Android or Windows Phone and not iPhones. That's really cool that you can reply. You can now also receive and make phone calls on your Mac. And on your iPad. It will act as a speakerphone. This works even if your phone is in another room or on the charger or whatever. Anyway, you can pick up a phone call from your phone on your Mac or your iPad and talk to them without having to touch your phone. Now, YOSEMITE comes out for the developers today, or Yosemite comes out today for the developers, and all their users will get it free in the fall. Now, moving on, Tim came back out to the stage to talk about iOS. They have sold over 800 million iOS devices. iPod Touch have reached over 100 million sold, iPad at 200 million, and iPhone is at 500 million units sold. In the last year, over 130 million people bought their first Apple device. And almost 9 out of 10 people have downloaded iOS 7 from the installed base. So that's really cool. iOS 7 was like 97% satisfactory. So that's really cool. People are liking iOS 7. At the beginning, nobody really liked it, but I guess people caught on to it. So they announced iOS 8. Tim says it's a giant release, and Craig came back out to discuss it. Enhancements include a new notification center. You can now pull down to reply to a text message without leaving the app that you were currently on. So if you just pull down the little bar, it automatically, it allows you to type your message without having to hit the thing and opening of another app or whatever. You can all do it from that one screen. That works with any notification, calendar, or third-party app. When you double tap your home button to see your multitasking bar, you will also be shown the contacts that you recently talked to, as well as your favorites. And if you click their little picture, it will allow you to send them a text message, a phone call, or FaceTime them. Now, Mail also got a few enhancements, which include swiping over on a message to mark it unread, and if you flick the message, you can mark it as flagged. When you're composing a new email, you can now drop down the email to the bottom of the screen to view another email if you need to get some more information off another email to finish your email. Then swipe back up and you get your email right where you left it. The Spotlight search from OS X Yosemite is now on the iPhone as well, so you can now search for movie times and the Wikipedia search and all that with the iPhone. The keyboard has also been improved. Now, this is a long time coming. I think this should have been there since day one. It already had the autocorrect, so it kind of strikes me weird. It's kind of weird that they didn't have this, but I understand why they're doing it now. iOS 8 now gives you the opportunity to have suggestions for the next word that you would type, and it learns how you type and will be able to give you words that you would use to finish your conversation. Messages is the #1 app used on the iPhones, and if you've ever been in a group chat, it kind of can get annoying. So now iOS 8 gives you the opportunity to leave a group message thread as well as adding and removing others. A new feature, so that's going to be great to be able to leave that group chat so you don't keep getting notifications if you don't even want to be in that group chat. You can also put a do not disturb so you won't get any of those messages. A new feature, Tap to Talk, allows you to hold your finger down to speak, and it will send as an audio text as well as a video text if you want to send a video of you. It'll send it like that, and your person on the other end with an iPhone will be able to hit that and reply the same way. You can now also share your location within the iMessage. You can share it for a couple of hours, or for that location you're at now. When you leave, it'll go away, or until you want to get rid of your location. Now, the rumors and pictures were true. HealthBook is in iOS 8. Well, sorta. It's called HealthKit. Same thing. It's going to allow you to check blood pressure, heart rate, calories burned, and so on. Now, what I don't understand is how are they going to check your blood rate or your heart rate and your blood pressure if it has nothing attached to it? They did not announce an iWatch. So how is it going to calculate your health? How is it going to know your heart rate and stuff like that? Are we going to see an iWatch ever? Are we going to, what's the point? Are we going to see one before the fall? Because this is when this stuff's going to be announced. I don't know, guys. If you know anything, or if I didn't see something, let me know in the comments below. But I don't see how they can have a health kit where you can get your blood pressure and stuff if you don't have anything to get your blood pressure. Like on the Galaxy S5, you have that little fingerprint button on the back where it reads your fingerprint. iPhones don't have any of that, so how are they going to get that information? Anyway, moving on, family sharing was also announced. It's going to allow you to share pictures throughout your family's device. You can also see where your family devices are, so if your kids have lost their iPhone or iPod, you'll be able to find it. And this is going to be up to 6 family members, and it will allow you to download each other's apps. So be careful what you download. New within Photos, every photo you take goes to every device that's connected to the Apple ID. And these searches also integrated within Photos and allows you to search for pictures you may have taken at different locations. So if I took a picture at my house, I can type in house or home, and it'll find that location and pull up all those pictures that I took while I was at the house. So now iOS 8 also has some new Siri enhancements. Siri now has Shazam song recognition and a few other features. They really didn't talk much about it, but that Shazam song recognition is going to be really handy. iOS 8 is packed with a lot of new features and improvements, and it will be released in the fall for free and compatible with the iPhone 4S and up. It will not be compatible with the iPhone 4. And then the iPod Touch 5G, and that's about it for the iPod. And the iPad 2, Air, and the Minis. So yeah, I think that's all of them. I'll have a video going right here, and I'll have the link in the description. So they also talked about some new development features, but I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not a developer, and most people that watch this are probably not going to be developers. But if you want to know more about that, guys, I'll have the link in the description like I just said, and you can go watch the keynote. It's towards the end where they start talking about that if you didn't watch it. So no iWatch and no other new devices were announced today, but hopefully we will see some releases soon. Like I said, I don't know how they're going to do that stuff with the health kit without an iWatch or without something that's going to give that information to the phone. But who knows, maybe Apple will surprise us with something, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of iOS 8 and OS X Yosemite updates. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Apple announced those. Pretty cool, pretty excited, and that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.